Yeah, I'm Ross Imbruglia. I run the nursery here at Bauer Shrimp Farm. Yeah, so the nursery we have here, we bring in baby PLs, baby shrimp, and we stock them in here. We have 8 tanks. It's about 40,000 gallons each tank. And we stock between 1.8 and 2.2 million per tank. And we start the animals here before they head out to the farm. So we get them, and they're about a PL8, so about 8 days post-larvae. And I'll grow them in here from anywhere between 14 and 24 days, just depending on how thick the density is. I have them stocked in here. And they'll go from about 3.2 milligrams to about 0.07 grams in that time. No, so what we run in here is called Biofloc technology. And Biofloc is aggregation of microorganisms, microalgae, feed, detritus, pieces of dead shrimp. And so what that actually is we'll start with clear water and we'll inoculate the water to get that bacteria and everything to kind of come to life in the water. So our water is actually a living organism. And what that allows us to do is feed and put in high inputs, and our water will actually control the ammonia through the process of nitrification. The shrimp start off, and we feed when they first get here a mix of Artemia and feed. So the feed will go on these belt feeders back here. We have 4 belt feeders per tank, and so feed will be constantly going in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We've also found that the shrimp will actually graze on the Biofloc as well after the actual water, the solids in the water. Yeah, so we do it indoors because we can temperature control. You want it about 28.5 degrees Celsius is right for that optimal growing temperature. So what that allows us to do is bring this building and the water up to temperature, and I can stock this building 2, 3, 4 weeks before the farm's ready to go. So that way the first day or the second day that the farm's ready, the temperature is right, we can immediately stock and be growing out in the ponds. So we actually have a pretty good system. All the water can be drained through this standpipe right here. And then we have a large harvest basin outside. So everything will drain out to the harvest basin. We have pre-weighed totes, so I know what the totes are. And they'll all be collected in there and then they'll be weighed. Before we start, I'll count all the shrimp, so I'll have an average weight per tank of what each tank is. And that way when I weigh them, I can calculate about how many per box. And that way we can hit our, our pounds per, or our animals per acre that we try and stock. So, when we're really going, it's 7:30. Whenever work's done, I mean 6, 7, 8, 9, Oh yeah, absolutely. 7 days a week too. Someone's here 24/7. When we're in full production, when we have about 18 million animals in here, I'll be here and I'm kind of overlooking everything. I'll have 2 guys on my crew that are doing the hands-on, putting feed out, cleaning up, just doing whatever has to be done. And then we have a night guy as well, and he'll be here. One of the big problems is we have 2 filters right here, and because the animals are so small, we have to have filter bags over them. And because the water has solids in it, they'll get clogged and they'll pop up. And if they pop up, the pumps will shut off. Yeah, so it's super important for someone to be here to be able to clean it and watch all that. Yeah, so I went to school at Auburn University, and I got a degree in aquaculture and fisheries management. And then I worked for Auburn University for almost 2 years, and doing catfish, tilapia, a little bit of shrimp, all that stuff. So I have a pretty solid background with a little bit of everything. No, I had no idea. I grew up fishing, I like being on the water, and I just kind of stumbled my way here, so. I knew I wanted to get out of catfish and tilapia, and that's what I was doing. And I just kind of was looking around, and these guys are the best at what they do in the U.S. And so I figured, a good learning opportunity, a good opportunity for me to, prove myself, show that I can actually put out, produce a lot of animals. And so this is a good place for me to prove that, I guess. Oh yeah, I like it. Yeah.